When a sperm reaches an egg, a dramatic yet microscopic chemical reaction takes place. At the very moment of fertilization, the baby's genes and sex are determined. It is well known that fathers pass on their genetic makeup to their children. However, a recent study in Denmark suggests that fathers pass on more than just DNA. In a 2015 New York Times article titled, "Fathers May Pass Down More Than Just Genes," we are told the story of an obese Danish man who went to the hospital to have his stomach stapled. A week before the operation, the man provided a sperm sample to Danish scientists. A week after the procedure, he did so again. A year later, he donated a third sample. Scientists were investigating a tantalizing but controversial hypothesis that a man's experiences can alter his sperm, and that those changes in turn may alter his children. A study in northern China sufficiently documented that having a healthy body mass index results in an overall higher quality level of semen. But what these Danish scientists and other studies suggest is that the general health and well-being of the father has an impact on the children he begets. The article explains that studies carried out on rats produced results we expect may occur in humans. Experiments were conducted whereby male rats were fed on a high-fat diet, and the fathered offspring tended to gain more weight, develop more fat, and have more trouble regulating insulin levels. Similarly, rats that were exposed to high stress levels tended to father pups that have a dampened response to stress. The proposed explanation behind all of this stems from epigenetic molecules called microRNAs. These molecules respond to environmental influences and in turn impact the genetic behavior of the offspring. The science behind epigenetics, which is the study of heritable changes in gene expression, is still in its infancy. An example would be that of a chemical suppressing how a gene would normally behave. An interesting study on 80 volunteer Caucasian identical twins from Spain was conducted in 2005. The findings of this study demonstrated that over time, the genetic behavior of identical twins is impacted by both internal and external factors. Smoking habits, physical activity or diet, among others, are external factors that have been proposed to have a long-term influence on epigenetic modifications. These studies should provoke us to consider that certain lifestyle choices of a father may well be handed down to that of his children. As you go through life, the choices you make will impact not only yourself and those around you in either a positive or negative way, but perhaps they will also affect future generations that may stem from you. You may have no interest in the Bible, but if you haven't read this before, consider that the Lord is long-suffering and abundant in mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, but He by no means clears the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation. Perhaps epigenetics is a key factor in whether or not our descendants benefit or suffer as a result of our actions. Subscribe and click the notification bell to receive updates about new content. Visit tomorrowsworld.org for more articles, telecasts, and booklets.